People have loved Yellowstone since it came out. There's something about it that feels timeless, like something out of a cowboy-themed fairy tale. Mix that in with some petty infighting and stinging betrayals, and you've got a show that gets you hooked from the first episode. So, in today's video, we'll be talking about why fans were disappointed with the mid-season finale and a surprising LGBTQ plus representation. Let's get into it. To start with, fans are officially fed up. Television has been in the golden age for almost 20 years, and the addition of streaming has only added to the number of popular and well-reviewed shows. TV shows are taking over the world, and Yellowstone is a perfect example of why that is. Created by Taylor Sheridan, is about the Dutton family, who run a huge ranch in Montana. Melodrama, deep secrets, murder, and all kinds of other shocking things happen on the show, which has kept the fans hooked. Fans of the show are used to season finales that are intense and often leave the fates of several important characters up in the air. Understandably, the mid-season finale of Season 5 didn't get people excited. It happened slowly with a trip to the Four Sixes, a flashback to Rip's branding, and Casey's takeover of the ranch. But there was a huge breakthrough in the conflict between Jamie and Beth. Now for what happened in the mid-season finale. After Rip left, John Dutton and Monica talked about the ranch's future. They hoped that their son Tate would take over one day by moving them back to the ranch in East Camp. John promises Monica and their family a fresh start. Meanwhile, on the other side in Texas, they got to see a lot of the 4-6 ranch. There, Jimmy Hurtstrom was improving his relationship with his girlfriend Emily and tried to fit in with his new group. With this break, people are bound to ask when the 4-6 spin-offs that have been promised for so long will come out. John backed Thomas Rainwater's effort to stop the building of a pipeline under the reservation by giving him moral support, while Jamie talked to the state legislature in a speech. He thought that Governor Dutton's decision to cut funding for the airport was against state law. This would cost the state jobs and tax money, and it could lead to the end of tourism, which was the state's most profitable industry. He asked for an impeachment trial in the Senate, and he got it. Beth was angry that he was impeaching their father, so he recalled the incident at the train station. John filled her in on the political situation in the area, which really shocked her, but she is quick to come up with a solution, which is why we love her. On the other hand, Jamie and Sarah plan to murder Beth after his fight with her in the last season. Coming up, fans were disappointed with the boring finale. If you've been watching the show, you know how underwhelming this ending was. We're used to some extreme plots or explosions or murders, and while some characters talked about murdering someone, they didn't do anything about it. To top it off, Paramount Network surprised viewers by saying that the show would be back in the summer of 2023. Unfortunately, fans were still pretty angry about the season finale to be happy about the show being renewed. Most fans thought that it might just be the worst episode of the entire series. They've been dropping the quality of the show slowly, and a lot of fans are on the edge of giving up on it altogether. The entire episode just bored everyone, which is so disappointing because the show has never been boring. No major plot point was left unresolved, and fans are worried that they've used up all of its story potential. Overall, it was pretty unsatisfactory, and there was so much small talk that it felt really uninteresting. Fans were expecting an epic cliffhanger, but got nothing, and then they found out that they'll have to wait so long for another episode. Unfortunately, most people are now saying that this show has lost its spark, and the season finale is a prime example of everything that's been going wrong. While some people are still worried about whether Jamie will go to the train station or whether Beth will die, most are just angry. It's hard to see a show with so much potential go to waste. Up next, the show will return in the summer. Those of you who like Yellowstone, get ready to put your riding shoes back on. Fans were super excited for a mid-season finale because the first 8 episodes of Season 5 were some of the most emotional in the show's history. During the record-breaking season, a lot of sad things happened to the Dutton family. There was so much trouble at the ranch, and Jamie threatened to rise against the head of the family. The streaming network has decided to give us a little break. Fans will have to wait for a few months to see their favorite family back in action. Also, after that shocking ending that set up a showdown between Jamie and Beth, we all want to know what happened. We'll be getting another 6 episodes where they'll be resolving most of the conflicts going on, and the fate of the ranch will be decided once and for all. The time until the show comes back is still a little far, but you don't have to sit around and wait for it. You can watch its spin-off series till then. Now, let's look at the sweet LGBTQ plus scene that was in the show. In a super exclusive interview, one of the stars of the show, Lily Kay, talked about the kiss scene between 2 LGBTQ plus people in Season 5 life of the show in an honest, open way. You might know her as Clara Brewer, who works for the governor of Montana. Clara has been John's most loyal friend through all of the problems he's had in his new job, even when he thought he was being impeached. She is still learning how politics work, but has always helped John and his family. She's been working with the family and has become a part of them now. Her loyalty is super sweet, and one of the reasons why everyone loves her. The actress has always been a big fan of the show, but her stepmother, Piper Perabo, played Summer on the show, and her father, Stephen Kay, is a director and executive producer. Her experience as an actress, her knowledge of horses, and her knowledge of the series all helped her get the part of Clara in season 5 of the show. When her character had a short kiss scene with another woman in the mid-season finale, fans were overjoyed. It became such a big deal because you usually don't see a lot of LGBTQ+ representation on shows like this. What's more, the actress loved the scene. When she first found out how her character intends to find love, she was pretty excited. She wanted it to look supernatural and didn't think it would turn into such a big deal. But it did. They filmed the scene during the COVID era, and all of the SOPs are still in place, so they had to be extra careful. They had the scene in a place where she would be making out with someone in the background behind John and Summer. Also, during the testing phase, the creators were looking for people who would be both easy and fun to cast. The actress herself suggested that she might kiss a girl, and that Julie Kosemba would be the perfect fit for the role. No one thought it would be a big deal, least of all the actresses themselves. It got so much media attention, and everyone loved how progressive the show was getting. The cast enjoyed working with Kosemba for the day, as she was a delight to have on set. And with all the attention that the scene got, the ratings soared too. So everyone was super happy. The series wanted to show people that women on a ranch can be gay too. After all, love is love. Following up, the show might be expanding its LGBTQ+ representation. While some fans absolutely adored the short lesbians on the range scene in the episode, some people weren't having it. Haters! They went as far as to say that the same kiss ruined the show. They don't think it was appropriate or that it contributed to the show in any way. After 5 seasons, the series finally had its first lesbian kiss, which is a step in the right direction when it comes to showing LGBTQ+ people in mainstream media. Because of a lot of anti-LGBTQ+ reactions on social media, it's safe to say that the show might have to face some backlash. While they took baby steps towards representation and inclusion, they might have to come up with a way to stay strong. Clara is the first character in Yellowstone to come out as gay, but there have been hints that other characters like Beth and Rip might also be gay. Because she's becoming more important to John, she'll likely get more scene time in future seasons. This will make it more likely that the neo-Western show will show positive LGBTQ+ characters. Given how casually the same-sex kiss scene was set up, it's likely that more openly gay people will appear in future episodes, which is a great step for the community. Finally, Clara's increasing role in the series might be a great thing. While there has been an uptake in LGBTQ+ representation in mainstream media, a lot of people have had very negative reactions towards it. The community itself is very happy with the representation because they're a part of the society and need to present in the media to normalize their lifestyle choices on a larger scale. The show seems to agree with this approach. Since John depends more and more on Clara's skills, even though she has only been at the job for a short time, this could be a big theme in the second half of Season 5 and even beyond that. Season 5 has been a success because of how smart and loyal the character is, and she seems to be getting a bigger role, and we love that for her. Unfortunately, that may cause trouble in the future for the series. Season 5 isn't over yet, so there's still time for a lot to happen, and we're holding out hope that this means she'll have a good time. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about the LGBTQ+ representation in the 5th season of Yellowstone? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.